Hi, I'm the founder of the group, and the group's mission is, through education and community, help the average taxpayer who owes the IRS, like I did, to defend their income, their assets, and to settle with the IRS for the lowest amount possible in a fair and equitable way. When I got my first notice from the IRS, I was crushed. I was stricken with fear. I felt vulnerable, alone, and frankly, I battled for years and years using all kinds of tax professionals and just could not settle using outside help. Finally, I used all of my accumulated knowledge, took matters into my own hands, and settled myself with the IRS for 4 cents on the dollar. And that motivated me to provide a course for taxpayers like yourself who might be considering filing an offer and compromise yourself, or might be considering negotiating with the IRS for a settlement. I've been down the road, and I want to help others who are down that road as well. I'm none of the above. That's why my mission is not to settle for you or to defend you, but to teach you and empower you how to settle yourself and how to defend yourself from the IRS. My course and our community group is designed to help you take matters into your own hands, settle for yourself, and put your problems behind you. One taxpayer helping another taxpayer. That's okay. You may have one of the best. I was also using one of the best and had thousands pilfered from my account while my file was in the hands of the tax professional. Whether you're using a tax professional or not, in my opinion, you need to still equip yourself and educate yourself to defend yourself and to be aware of what is going on through the entire settlement process. Also, 1 in 5 offer and compromises are accepted, which means 4 out of the 5 times that your offer and compromise is filed, it won't be accepted for one reason or another. Just because you're using a tax professional does not mean you will get the most favorable result. This course will arm you to settle yourself for the lowest possible amount and to be able to protect yourself along the way, whether you're using a tax professional or whether you're not using a tax professional. This course will help you to work in tandem with your tax professional to get the best possible results. The average tax accountant will charge you $350 an hour on average to sit down and talk with you. And some won't even work or handle your case without a large retainer, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. My course is priced fairly and is designed to equip you with hours and hours of course material so that you can defend yourself and settle yourself with the IRS. And in that case, I think the price is more than fair. First, you get the ebook, which is basically the course material in booklet fashion that is going to show you how to settle yourself and how to defend yourself from the IRS. Second, you get a 22 module, and it's always growing, course, which you can go through video and audio. Audio will be downloadable so that you can study, covering a myriad of topics to make sure that you're fully equipped to defend your income, defend your assets, and settle yourself for the lowest amount with the IRS. We also go over step by step how to fill out the forms in a way that's smart and intelligent so that you can settle the lowest possible amount. We have a calculator that you'll be able to use that is basically a beefed up version of the one I use to settle myself with the IRS for 4 cents on the dollar. In the course, you'll be able to understand the collection timelines, you'll understand the negotiation process, you'll understand who you're dealing with and when is the best time to ask for information from the IRS that'll equip you so that you can negotiate and settle yourself. There's motivation and inspiration, frankly, that provides you hope as a taxpayer. When you realize you're in trouble, you feel like a failure and a schmuck, and we just talk about the mindset that it takes for you to endure and stay the course in settlement. We do a collection scouting report, which gives you insight into who you're dealing with at every single stage of the collection process, so you know how to deal with them and what the pace of collection will be. I was also under audit, and I go through various steps I took to successfully negotiate the audit process, where I was actually audited and told I owed $50,000 and wound up getting a check from the IRS for $250. If you have tax debts and are going through an offer in compromise, we talk about the things that you should consider doing before you file an offer in compromise to put yourself in the best position. We discuss the seriousness of trust fund taxes and the implications of having those as a debt with the IRS. We discuss bankruptcy and what are the implications there. Just from a citizen to citizen, what are the things that you should consider? Of course, it's not legal and it's not financial advice. It is things that you should consider, things that I considered myself in going through that process. We go through the collection clock because there's a certain amount of time the IRS has to collect from you, and we talk about when the clock stops and when it keeps running, and we talk about strategies to manage the clock, the IRS collection clock. We go through the collection protocol of the IRS and when your money is most vulnerable and how to defend yourself and your assets. I go through great detail the offer and compromise journey and how I filed 5 different times, 4 with a tax professional, 1 myself, and how I eventually, after taking matters into my own hands, settled successfully with the IRS, and why I believe you can do the same thing, empowered with the education and knowledge. We discuss building your own personal plan to settle your debt with the IRS. We talk about how to negotiate with the IRS at every stage, what to ask them for when you're on the phone with them, the kind of strategies, the kind of cadence of communication that each taxpayer should have as they're trying to settle their own debts. There's a whole summary model which covers each and every point in great detail. In case you miss anything in any of the modules, that summary module will just knock it out of the park. We cover in great detail whether you should use a tax professional or not, and if you do, how you can protect yourself and how you can make sure that they do the job that they say they're going to do. There's a module on what you should be doing after you settle your debt to make sure that it's all wiped zeros with the IRS. There's a module on wage garnishment and what you would do if you're under wage garnishment right now, how you can stop that immediately. There's a module that goes through the paperwork, the 433A, 433B, the offer and compromise forms, point by point. And yes, you can get that same video on the IRS, but that's from the IRS's point of view. This is from the taxpayer's point of view, how you should be considering every single line item and filling it out for the most success. There's a module on how to use a settlement calculator, which I've designed myself so that you can see the various levers that actually impact your settlement amount. So the membership community amount is $22.22 a month to be a part of the community, and that's a place where you get put in with other taxpayers just like you, and I'll be in that community group as well. It's a confidential community group, and it's a time for you to be able to brainstorm, for you to be able to strategize, for you to be able to share ideas with people, and frankly, just a place where you can get community, get hope, get help, those kind of things. And it's optional. You get the course and you get the knowledge, and then you have the option to go into the community group. With the course, the knowledge, the ebook, you have all the information you need to successfully make a roadmap for your settlement, to calculate the amount that you are going to settle for, and to fill out the forms for the settlement, and then to understand the negotiation process step by step so that you can successfully settle yourself with the IRS. If you owe the IRS $10,000 or less and you have the money to settle, I would say this course is probably not for you. You just settle with the IRS and be done with it. But if you owe money to the IRS and you don't have that money to settle, this course is for you. If you're working with a tax professional and you are still planning on filing an offer in compromise, I would say this course will be invaluable for you, because your money will always be at risk no matter whether you're with a tax professional or not. And this course teaches you how to protect your assets and how to protect your income. Plus, if you ever decide to break free from the tax professional like I did, you will be empowered to settle yourself. Also, while the tax professional is negotiating with the IRS, and by the way, they're negotiating with the same people that you'll be negotiating with if you decide to take matters in your own hands, you will be able to go step by step with those tax professionals to make sure that you are settling for the lowest possible amount. That in itself will save you thousands and thousands, maybe tens of thousands, depending on what you owe. Plus, if your assets are at risk, the course will save you thousands and thousands, or actually whatever in your bank account. If you owe the IRS, your money will be at risk, and this course and the tips and tricks will help you save thousands of dollars of assets that you have that could be at risk from being swept from the IRS at a moment's notice. I offer a 30-day money-back guarantee for those of you who go through the course. If you go through the course, you read the ebook and say, that didn't help me or whatever, you'll get your money back. I'm that confident that the material in the course, if you take it seriously, will impact you and will benefit you to a degree 10x plus. No, you cannot get into the community group without purchasing the course and going through the course. Our goal is not to settle for you, not to babysit you or any of those things. Our goal is to take people who are seriously want to protect themselves and settle themselves with the IRS and work with them in a community to teach, coach, strategize, empower, motivate, comfort, whatever it is. That's our goal. Our goal is not to settle for you. That's your job, or if you want to use a tax professional, that's their job. You can do this. When you start taking matters into your own hands, when you start educating yourself, when you start empowering yourself with knowledge, anxiety will start to dissipate, and you will start to feel the power rise up, and the solutions will start coming to you for you to be able to settle yourself, defend yourself, and stand strong throughout the whole process and come out the other end better off for it. I promise you that. See you in the course.